right, we're back with another episode of the Barn Session. Stop. Just getting started. We're all back in our studios, and there's been some wrestling that's gone on since. As a matter of fact, there's a duel that just ended like an hour ago. But yeah, I don't even know where you guys want to start, if you have anywhere in particular.
I want to start with saying Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to our listeners, especially you, Aiden Johnson. I know you're listening.
Happy New Year and happy dual season, right? Which is what we're sliding into now. We wrapped up 2024, and well, actually, we have one more tournament coming up. But the Soldier Salute and Midlands both went down, and some kind of interesting things happened. And I think I think most of the discussion around the two talk about kind of the change in what's happened with these holiday tournaments. So, but I'd want to talk about the results first. Soldier Salute. Biggest one is no Angelo Ferrari versus Gabe Arnold. No teammate match. Ryan, what do you think is going on there?
I mean, did we ever think that match was going to happen?
I figured if it would happen, Ferrari would be forfeiting to Gabe Arnold, or if it wouldn't have. I mean, you know what I'm saying. I figured it would have been the opposite.
Yeah.
No, I know exactly what you're saying. I mean, I don't know. I don't get anybody. I don't understand the whole the underclassmen forfeits to the upperclassmen stuff.
Well, what made them decide that Gabe was going to forfeit to Ferrari?
That's a mystery. I don't know if there's a coin flip, a rock, paper, scissors. Maybe there was an actual injury. Who knows? Who knows?
It'd be interesting if it was rock, paper, scissors.
One of life's many mysteries.
I guess, yeah, like if they did just go out there and put Gabe Arnold out and get his hand raised, I guess there would be fewer people asking like, what's going on here? Because it's weird. It is weird to have your non-starter take a forfeit to your redshirter, but or have your starter take a forfeit to the kid that's redshirting. But the thing that I liked the most from this one was 197. A couple of interesting things happened. But Stephen Buchanan took first, Aiden Sinclair took second, Cody Merrill took third, and then Isaiah Salazar took fourth. So Salazar went into this weekend ranked fifth. I'm not sure where he's at now, but he lost to Aiden Sinclair in the semis, and then lost to Cody Merrill for third. And Cody Merrill, I think this is a very promising sign of his career as an individual and the development that is going on in the Oklahoma State room now. Holding Stephen Buchanan to a 2-0 match and beating Isaiah Salazar, pretty good. And I guess the discussion is that he could be an 84-pounder. I don't know.
I thought they wanted him at heavyweight.
Yeah, no way.
I kind of did too. But, I mean, you're saying no way to heavyweight?
No way he goes heavyweight. I think he'll stay at 197. Well, yeah. I think
he'll be 190. I think he'll be 197 for sure, at least until he's a senior. And I mean, then maybe he could be a heavyweight if he decides to bulk.
Yeah, I mean, how big does he really need to get? 230?
He's just like really, dude. He is not big, like height wise. Yeah.
He's short. 97 is going to be perfect for him.
Yeah, because that also makes sense with Braden Thompson's going to be 84.
Well, or Jersey Rob maybe. He had a really good tournament. Right?
And then I think it'll flip flop, right? If one of them goes 84, the other will go 74.
Oh yeah,
maybe. Who knows, dude? Because they're going to be getting crazy recruits.
Yeah. It's true. It is true. Yeah. Kennedy blades look phenomenal. So Cale Peterson was up at 133, and that's if you've realized anything aside from
so Kennedy
Sinclair
blades
and Merrill.
What? Why did you bring her up?
Did I say Kennedy blades?
You did 100%.
Patrick Kennedy.
We knew what. I knew 100. I knew exactly what you were talking about. I was gonna let you wallow in it.
I mean, didn't she also take first though?
Did she wrestle? I didn't pay attention to
I think she
any
wrestled.
of that, which I feel bad because I like it all. I like all of the wrestling. I just didn't. Right. I was honestly. I watched a few matches from the Salute. I watched 0 matches from Midlands.
Damn.
I was out.
How do you watch it? How do you watch Midlands?
Both Big Ten Plus.
I did not resubscribe to Big Ten Plus this year.
The only reason why I even got to see some of the Soldier Salute matches is because we were watching some of them here.
Yeah.
Well, not my Big Ten Plus.
Okay. You and I posted like all of their wrestlers' matches from Soldier Salute. That was cool of them.
That was cool.
Nice. Yeah. No, but Patrick Kennedy almost did it again. Patrick Kennedy took first and looked really good. I think he might end up being the guy, which is.
I think Patrick Kennedy's going to be the guy, and Angelo Ferrari.
I won't understand that. That one won't make sense to me.
Why?
I really don't think I guess I'm not that high on Ferrari. I don't think that he would be able to perform better in a margin that is great enough to burn that red shirt and cost Gabe Arnold a year. Because if that's the case, then Gabe Arnold should have just gone straight out last year, right? They needed a guy at his weight.
Sure.
You're right.
So, I mean, what are they doing?
I mean, Kennedy's back next year, right?
If Angelo, yes, it's a logjam. It's a logjam. Either they're all going to stay or someone's going to leave. It's a logjam. But listen, if you're Tom Brands and Angelo Ferrari is coming into your office telling you he wants to be the guy this year, he doesn't want a red shirt, he wants to go. What do you do?
I don't know, because you'd think if that's the case, well, I guess it depends on your philosophy, right? If you're a coach that says, well, you have to go out and earn it, right? Then, well, that could have very, very easily been decided on the mat there. And if that is the case, and Gabe Arnold said, I'm not wrestling him, well, then you give the spot to Ferrari. But I don't think that's the case.
Is Gabe coming down to 74?
No. Why? I mean, why would they? Unless he's...
Gabe truly believes that he's better off at that weight class. He has said it in the past. He has said it. He has said it in the past that he is too short for 184. He is better off at 74. He has said it.
Gabe Arnold at 184 he is probably the 4th best guy.
I don't know about that.
Gabe Arnold at 174
in the country.
Gabe Arnold?
Yeah. What would make you say that?
I mean, I think so. I think you have Starachi and Keckeisen, Dustin Plott, and then he can beat McAnally, Berge. He can beat those guys.
Can he?
I don't know.
I think so. I think he can.
Maybe he can, but probably. I'm not so sure about probably.
You know who I would think would beat them before Gabe Arnold does?
Angelo
Ferrari. Yeah. Angelo Ferrari would do it.
This is just a difference of opinion. This is what's going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's kind of styles. I think the stronger the guys are, the harder it is for Gabe. But it's not as hard for a guy like Angelo Ferrari.
Okay.
I think McAnally and Berge can potentially beat Plott. Certainly McAnally.
Ooh. McAnally, yes. Berge, I don't know.
Maybe not Berge.
The Berge stock I'm holding right now, but like, man, I'm ready to. Sometimes there are days where I'm like,
yeah, he's pretty up and down.
I'm gonna have to.
Dude, SDSU, the guys they sent to Soldier Salute looked really good.
No, you're right.
Yeah, they did.
Did that Dupill kid wrestle?
I think
I
so.
don't know.
49, 57,
he
around
did.
there.
I think
How'd
he
he
did.
do?
What's his name?
Carson Dupill? Is it Carson? I don't know. Well, he's got a brother too that's going to SDSU. I can't remember which one's which. I just know the bigger one's at 49, 57. He beat Sarbo last year.
Colin Dupill.
Colin, that's right. How'd he do?
He wrestled at the Soldier Salute.
Yeah.
Let me
How'd he
log
do?
in. I know. Hang on. Well, you asked if he was there. Let me log into WrestleStat.
Oh, you can just check the bracket on track, can't you?
Oh, it is on track. I was thinking that it was.
Yeah, they moved it over. They took it off Smooth Comp and moved it over to track. On day
he
2.
went 1 and 2, and then the Soldier Salute silver matches, he won all of those.
Oh, they put him in a silver bracket.
Yep. He lost to Carter Fusek and Miguel Estrada on day 1.
Shout out to.
I was thinking,
sorry, speaking of other guys, I guess this is kind of on the same page, but Dylan Elmore, he looked good.
Yeah.
Kansas boy.
Kansas boy, and then his teammate and fellow Kansas boy Nick Treaster was also there. I think he had a tougher showing though.
Yeah, like 3 and 2 or something.
Yeah, and then
2 Aquinas kids.
2 Aquinas. No, yeah.
Sima.
Yeah,
and
2 Aquinas
Elmore.
kids because Sima was there. Yeah, and Sima took third at 174. He lost to Danny Wask. Probably a match that he can win, but yeah. I think that was all the Kansas kids. Maybe I'm missing one. Not sure.
What was that, dude?
Sorry, I was pulling this mic off because I'm tired of bending down over. Sorry, I know that made a crazy noise, probably.
Yeah.
All right,
but I'm gonna have to hold this thing because I'm tired of.
Well, now you're very loud.
How about now?
That's much better. I had a question about 133 and 125. Cale Peterson up at 133. They asked Brands about it, and then he gave kind of an interesting answer. It was something like, "We're gonna keep this one close to the chest." What's going on, Ryan?
Nothing.
Okay. He answered the question with, "We're going to keep this one close to the chest," or something like that. Like that's we won't talk about that yet. Is Ayala going to try and drop to 25? No, zero chance of that.
I think I don't know. Honestly, I don't think so.
If he could, do you think he would?
I mean, he probably could right now. I don't think he's going to. He's wrestling really well at 33.
Do you think he wouldn't wrestle so well at 25?
Who would go at 33? Shriver?
Seemed like, I mean, maybe
Cale Peterson would probably go at 33.
Didn't Shriver do better at 33?
Shriver wrestled. I thought he was at 41 this weekend.
Maybe that's what it was. Yeah,
he's up.
Shriver's up now.
So where's Ryder Block at?
Originally, he's 41, but I think he was banged up or maybe struggled to get back down to weight. I don't know. But originally, the plan was, before Drake announced he was going up, that everyone thought it was going to be Drake 25, Cale 33.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and then Daniel Cardenas won 157. He was at the Soldier Salute, I believe, because Midlands doesn't allow unattached, right?
Midlands is so weird now.
Yeah. We can. Do you want to get into that now,
dude? That's funny you say that because the whole FRL crew was like, "Whoa, why would you go to Soldier Salute and not Midlands with the rest of your team? Oh, kind of weird. Oh, maybe you should look into that." Like questioning. I don't know. It was so weird. Yeah. It was like insinuating something that there was some kind of disconnect there. I don't know, but that explained
Yeah,
that
I
would
have no idea.
Disconnect. There was no unattached
Dude,
wrestlers at Midlands this
yeah.
year, was there?
I think they just didn't know that was the case. Then they
Obviously, yeah.
It's
But I thought it was just
they
so
wanted
weird how they would like. Who cares whether he goes to?
right.
I mean, this is-
yeah, it doesn't
yeah.
matter. I mean, well, and that is the case. Is Midlands is trying to, they've been trying to make it a true invite.
Yeah.
You know,
No.
and yeah, I mean they're ruining it. They're killing the tournament. So,
Well, here's what needs to happen. There needs to be, at most, 2 holiday tournaments. Probably shouldn't have them on the same weekend. So if you're getting rid of Midlands, okay, Soldier Salute and Southern Scuffle, cool.
I think this is the Scuffle even going to be
Dude,
anything.
that
this
was
year?
another thing. I went on Flo's page. This thumbnail. These Southern Scuffle pre-seeds or the Southern Scuffle is loaded, basically, is what they said. I looked at those pre-seeds, dude. Oh my god. Not even remotely
Bad.
close to loaded. I think,
Dude, there's like
the Mirrors, some of the Penn State redshirt guys are going,
Yeah.
but like 3 of them.
Yeah.
So basically, they are saying that because and then on FRL they're kind of poo-pooing on the Soldier Salute because they're against it.
No, they're for the Soldier Salute. I don't know why they.
Well,
I
you
really
just
have
kinda
no
made it
idea
sound
why
like
they.
that they weren't.
No, it had nothing to do with the Soldier Salute because, dude, they covered the Soldier Salute way more than they did Midlands. But they were
okay.
like,
dude, they seemed so much more interested in
100%.
in the Salute than Midlands, and I was like, I did the math.
So then why were they shitting on teams
Dude,
for not? I don't know.
The Cardenas thing
'Cause
was
they're
so
idiots,
weird to
right?
me.
Yeah, because
Like,
they're idiots.
it's like,
Because
why
they
do you
didn't know,
care?
and they're idiots.
Yeah.
So I did some math on like the number of ranked wrestlers in comparison for Midlands and Scuffle. Midlands at every weight it was 7, 5, or 6, 3 7s, 3 6s, 4 5s. As far as how many kids were ranked on Intermat's rankings, Soldier Salute was 2 1 2 4 3 2 4 1 3 2. They just had these really high ranked guys that wrestled for Iowa or, just they had high level competition, but there was not much competition. There weren't really very many super interesting matchups. You had Sparks and Kennedy. That was a great match. And then you had McNeil and Parko. And then watching Coderhant wrestle, like that was, and 197, because Merrill and Sinclair, who aren't ranked, you can say that's a much more interesting bracket.
Sparks and
But, like-
Caliendo. That's what you meant. You really just
Yes.
you were just doing
I'm just
Kennedy so
dropping
dirty,
the ball.
dude.
I'm sorry, Patrick. Please don't hurt me. But and maybe I know this is the reason I feel so strongly about this is because Indiana wrestled at Midlands, and so I was like very invested in what was going on at Midlands, because Indiana did pretty well. But then like
Indiana did amazing.
they did all right. Like it was a step in the right direction, but we can get into that later. It just felt weird that like you had a lot of mid-level competition, like guys who in the rankings are low 20s, in the teens, high 10s, high single digits. Like that's the level of competition that you had. So it wasn't your stars, but it was a lot of guys who are in that All-American level of ranking. So, but yeah, we can get into the Midlands if you want to, at least a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
let's
it.
get into it. I want to get into it.
125, Dean Peterson. He beats it's Blake West, right?
One of them.
Well, so there were the twins, Bryce and Drew, and this one's Blake. I don't know if they're related. I'm sure they are, but I don't know. He started to come back in the finals against Peterson, but Peterson, I think, held on 1-7-6, something like that. Diego Sotelo took third, and Jacob Moran took fourth. Pretty good bracket. Mark Anthony McGowan was a name that a lot of people were kind of like, where is this guy? Where is his college performance?
He's
he
back.
took fifth. I think he took fifth, and Max Gallagher took sixth. So this was this bracket had a good number of ranked guys and rankable tiered guys, and Moran and Sotelo split matches, and then Moran stayed competitive with Dean Peterson, but yeah, so like that was a good weight, lots of competition there. I think 133 might have like the matches of the tournament, maybe. Shaver and Davino. I think Shaver won off of 1 second of riding time in rideouts.
Yeah, it was
something like that.
It was. I think it was more than 1 second. It might have been a few more seconds than one, but yeah, good match,
dude.
That was one of the few matches I did get to see.
Davino hits. So Shaver breaks away. Davino hits. I think it's a super duck from space as he closes the gap, or some sort of level change. He like gets his head behind Shaver, and then Shaver has to do some ridiculous scramble to get taken down.
It was all over social media. At least it was all over my social media, my Twitter page. Like, yeah, that was fun. It was good stuff.
Yeah.
And other clips from that match too. Like, it was a good match overall, I guess, because that was literally one of the only things I saw from that tournament. I think I saw like maybe a couple other clips, but
yeah,
that was by far the best one.
Yeah, how do you feel about Shaver this year so far?
Oh, he's up and down.
I feel like, and so maybe I'm only thinking about the postseason for him.
But that's just kind of how he is, you know. He goes
what's his record?
Tech falling. 1 week he's tech falling Ragusan. The next week he's getting majored by him.
Yeah. And I know he had a really good postseason last year, so maybe I'm just thinking about that. He's 11-3 this year, so not terrible.
He has one weird loss though.
TK Davis, he lost 11-6.
That's the one.
Yep. And then he also lost to Anthony Noto and Tyler Knox. The Knox match was in the finals at Midlands. Pretty good match. It was tied 3-3, and Knox is imminent on a takedown, and Shaver tries to do something crazy to not give it up. But
Tyler's good too.
Yeah, Tyler Knox is pretty legit. You keep Crookham Bird ahead of him, but I think he can contend with Zeth Romney. He beat Drake Ayala, Braden Davis. That'd be an interesting one. I don't know. I got to watch more Nasir Bailey, which I can do this weekend.
He's slumping right now. Sophomore slumping. He'll be all right.
Yeah, a little sophomore slump.
He'll be fine.
He's got avenge 2 losses this weekend.
Neil's gonna get him right. He's gonna be fine.
Yeah. He's got to beat Dominic Serrano and Blake Borman.
Both winnable.
Yeah.
He just needs to find more of his offense on his feet, and he's good. He's explosive. He just needs to believe in it more. And then he needs to get better on bottom. He needs to be, I don't think he trusts himself enough on bottom. He keeps picking neutral in these matches where he's down 1-0.
Yeah. He's got he's good on top with his tilts. Don't really have to worry about that. Yeah, that's 133. 141. Oh crap! Who won that?
Except guys are figuring him out, dude. The guys are figuring out that
Composto.
how to beat him from bottom.
CJ Composto. Was it Cross Wasilewski that he wrestled? I think.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I have the bracket. Let me pull this up. Yeah. Oh no, he beat in the finals. He beat Joe Olivieri from Rutgers. No, Wasilewski's at the next weight. I think it was him and Abbess. But yeah, 141. Not anything crazy happened here. Yeah.
Here's my problem with the Midlands now.
Okay.
is because it used to be this thing, but now it's not. But people still inflate it just a little bit. And Rutgers wins this tournament, and people are like, oh, is Rutgers a team? Are they a top 5 team? No, they're not.
Dude.
They're not.
Did Rutgers win it?
Didn't they?
I think
Or they
Stanford
were
won it.
they were winning it at one point. Whenever I was like reading all this stuff, they were basically like, "Oh, Rutgers looks really good. They look like top 5 team right now." And I'm like, "No, they don't. No, they don't."
No, I think yeah. I will say this.
What
Their
was the final
84
team
pounder.
score then? Because they were like, when I looked, they were
It's
firmly ahead.
Stanford won at 157 and Rutgers took second at 147.
Oh wow, Stanford have really put it on then.
Yep. I mean, yeah, they had a good finals with Knox and Norman and Abbess.
My boy Lorenzo. They keep giving my boy Lorenzo the 2 seed.
Well,
He's a 1 seed guy. He's a 1 seed.
he's pretty good. But I wanted to mention 84 pounder at Rutgers. It was kind of a roster battle between Saldano and Shane Cartagena Walsh. I like Shane. I'm all about it. This dude wrestles super tough for 7 minutes. Is pushing the pace the whole time. Makes mistakes. Makes plenty of mistakes. But he's a long guy. He puts himself in a lot of fun positions, and just goes out and wrestles hard. So Rutgers kid that I like to watch wrestle.
Never even heard of him till this year. To be honest.
I feel like I heard the name because it's kind of the name kind of sticks out, but I've never watched him wrestle until this year. So, yeah, he was a lot of fun. He lost to Pittsburgh, Reese Heller in the finals. Yep. Back down to 149. Jayden Abbess wins this 10-9 decision in the finals over Cross Wasilewski, who's having a pretty good year. I want to say, let me take a look at his.
Where's Cross at? Ryder?
He is at Penn.
Penn. That's where he's at. That's right.
They had a good tournament.
He's taken 3 losses this year. Jack Joffrey 4-3, Jayden Abbess 10-9, and Kanan Webster 8-7. So,
oh yeah,
this is a guy to keep an eye on.
Yes, dude, he was good. He was good when he was in high school. He was good last year when he was gray shirting or whatever.
Yeah,
he's tough.
Yeah.
He kind of came on. He kind of came on, his senior year, like in the fall. His senior year.
Yeah. He'll be fun to watch. Yeah, this was a good weight. Abbess is seems like he's starting to put it all together again. And is poising himself for a good finish to the year. So
a return to the podium.
Another trip to the pod. Yeah. Okay, 157. Johnny Lovett took out DJ McGee. I had kind of forgotten about DJ McGee after seeing him beat the Minnesota wrestler at 57 last year.
Well, Johnny Lovett's been in college for 1,000 years.
Johnny Lovett's been around for a while. He got a Midlands title.
And he might get another one.
Block.
Wait, what?
They are
JUCO.
introducing the no. There's been a new development. There's been a new development, Sammy.
Much better. Okay. Go on.
You can get a 5th year of NCAA eligibility.
Why?
I don't know, but they're going to allow for kids to have 5 years of NCAA eligibility.
This is gross.
It's happening. And I saw Tony Ramos quote the tweet and said, eventually, as long as you're enrolled and working towards some kind of degree, they'll let you compete in college for as long as you want.
Dude, college football would make some scholars. Some guys with like 10 degrees,
You think
30.
think about the NBA dying right now. Think about college basketball, dude.
Dude.
College basketball would flourish, in my
The-
opinion. I might be wrong.
I mean, I think, I guess maybe the numbers don't support it, but I feel like college basketball is so much more entertaining than the NBA right now.
I think the numbers do support it. Dude, you know NBA's viewership from last year to this year is down 48%.
As it should be.
That's a huge number.
That is a big number. That is, you almost cut your audience in half.
That's a huge number. They're like on the verge of going down to WNBA numbers at this point.
Well, WNBA is on the way up. They're gonna cross paths eventually.
Thank
they're
you,
doing
Caitlin
these.
Clark.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
Yeah. What is she, guys? What is she again? Just say it together.
A woman?
A woman?
A Hawkeye.
No.
A Hawkeye.
Oh.
You sexist animals.
I thought it was like a proud thing, isn't it?
I
Right?
don't know. That's the way you guys said woman.
I said it like that because I had no idea what you wanted from me. So I thought of
I
something
wanted-
positive.
Yeah, I wanted you to say a Hawkeye because you guys
There's
are
no
always
Hawkeyes
shitting on them.
there's no Hawkeyes in the room, right?
What are you talking about?
Who here is a Hawkeye?
I like them.
Clearly.
I like them.
I think you more than like him.
I love them.
Yeah.
I want to marry him.
Okay.
I want to have
One-
a baby with Herky.
With who?
What?
Herky. Herky Hawkeye.
Oh.
Is that the mascot?
The little mascot. that they get. I didn't know you guys didn't know that.
Wants to be the mother of
stick with me
Herky's kid. Herky's
Stop.
seed.
That is what I said.
That's bestiality, Ryan.
Oh. Well, what can I say? I like birds.
$165. We had a
Happy
Hoosier.
Happy birthday to Sammy Coakley, by the way. His birthday
Dude.
was yesterday.
Back it off. You're gonna have to learn your range with this new mic, buddy.
I wanted that one to be loud.
Okay. Well, it was too loud. You wanted to know when my birthday was?
No, I said his birthday was yesterday. That's what I said.
I thought you asked it.
No,
Yeah, it was,
I wanted them to know.
It was yesterday. Yeah, we reserved a table at a nice restaurant, and we get there and they're closed for renovations, so we went to a pizzeria.
Nothing wrong with that.
Wait. So you made
What?
a reservation,
Mhm.
and then got there and they were closed.
They're closed until no. I thought the sign said that they were closed until February. They're closed until Friday, which is today. So I guess
Oh.
they're going to be open again.
Well, then I'll give them a pass. Otherwise, I was going to say, why in the good Lord's name would you be accepting reservations if you're shut down?
Yeah, I don't know. But we went there like early November, so I mean they couldn't have been renovating for that long. I'm sure they did it during the Christmas, New Year season. So
Well, in Alabama, you can renovate all year long. Don't got to worry about that cold weather.
it's gonna get below freezing here this weekend. Maybe not this weekend, but this week.
We're supposed to have an epic storm
Yeah,
up here.
Yeah, and we're gonna get like just some of the cold air from it. So looking forward to that. We're gonna get down to 28 degrees. Can be scary for some people. Okay, back to wrestling. 165, a Hoosier won the weight. Tyler Lillard.
He didn't just win
Took
the
out
weight.
Hunter. Huh?
He didn't just win the weight.
What did he do?
Dominated. Beat an All-American. He beat another national qualifier who I think, what was he? Not round of 12.
Mayfield. Mayfield's tough.
He's tough, but I don't think he was round of 12, was he?
I don't think so.
Last year?
No, probably not. Tyler Lillard, 5 seed, took out 4 seed Anthony White in sudden victory. He got a stall call in sudden victory. Took out Hunter Garvin in sudden victory 6-3. That's a takedown. And beat Max Mayfield in the final 7-3. Mayfield beat Evan Mag in the semis. Ooh, it was an injury default. Let me take a look here.
He was winning.
Max Mayfield. Oh, he was up 22-9, dude.
Yeah, he was winning that match. I didn't know that it got that bad, but I knew at one point he was.
All right, so let me read the scoring here. So it's tied 4-4 after the first with a pair of takedowns and escapes. Max Mayfield scores 7 in the second period. Mag scores 5. So it's 11-9 going into the third period. Max Mayfield with 30 seconds left in the match has scored 11 points in the third period. Escape, takedown, picks bottom, escape, takedown, 3 near fall, 22-9. Injury default. Yeah. But that Evan Mag guy, he was up big on Julian Ramirez at the George Mason tournament a couple weeks ago, and then Ramirez caught him and pinned him late in the match. But he seems like he can be a little dangerous. So somebody to keep an eye on, I guess. But yeah, good look for the Hoosiers. I think they have their 65-pounder now.
Didn't you say that Gilcher's trying to come down to 57?
I don't know. They haven't wrestled Bryce Lowry, who was 157 at the beginning of the year, so I don't really know what the plan is. I don't know.
Isn't Bryce a freshman though?
He's a redshirt freshman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I don't know what the plan is. If he is dropping down to 57, that might be the best move. I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You literally stated it like you knew something.
When did I say this?
In a text, you said Gilch 157. Unless I dreamt this. I gotta scroll. I hate scrolling.
Yeah, maybe.
Right here. I don't want to show.
Yeah. Jeez, man.
I don't want to show all the messages. But yeah, you said it right here. Gilch to 157. There, everyone can see that. Sammy typed it in there and said
that was probably me pondering.
I remember that night. Sammy was plastered. You can't take that seriously.
Oh,
on a Monday?
Nope.
Yep.
At 12?
Yeah, he has a problem.
Yeah, dude. I was a couple hours into work and I said, time to take this at-home work job. Time to take advantage of it.
5 o'clock somewhere.
For my coworkers who might be watching this, don't listen to them. I was hard at work.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
174, Lorenzo Norman took home the title. Took out Alex Kramer in the semis and Nick Encontrera in the finals.
Put some respect on my boy Lorenzo's name.
Hey, I was an early purchaser this season of the stock, so
I purchased it the day he beat Shane Griffith. I was like, "Yep, this dude's legit."
I saw that and I said,
him right away.
Uh-oh, and then he got himself disqualified wrestling Ben Pazook, and then I said, uh-oh. But he's level-headed this year so far, so he keeps that up. He will be a serious issue for the rest of the weight. So 184, this was the weight with Shane Cartagena Walsh. Really liked watching him wrestle. He again lost to Reese Heller in the finals. Saldano lost in the semis, but came out the back and took fourth.
Who beat him for third?
He medically forfeited to Max Hale. And DJ Washington for Indiana took seventh. Ian Bush for West Virginia took fifth. I haven't heard the name. I don't know if you know about this guy. Not bad.
He's related
Not a
to
bad
the Bush
performance.
family.
Bush.
Yeah. Bush, Anheuser-Busch.
Isn't that? I don't know. I
don't know.
He said
What'd you say?
BUSH.
Yeah.
Yeah, George Bush. That's what I meant.
Okay.
Barbara.
Yeah.
Barbara Bush.
I would keep an eye on this guy. Oh, he beat Gavin Kane earlier this year. He's got some solid results this year. So I think this is someone to keep an eye on.
Jeb's nephew.
Jeb's nephew.
That's what it is.
Okay. 197. Maxed out. Yeah, I'm just ignoring you. Maxed out. Took out Gabe Sollers in the finals. Indiana kid, who looked good. He tech-falled Nick Stemmet in the quarters. Sollers did, and then beat John Poznansky 9-5 to make the finals. But maxed out was just a little bit too much.
The pause win is a big win.
Yeah. You don't feel like Stemmet is?
No.
Really?
It's an okay win. It's not a big win. Not as big as when you compare it next to an All-American like John Poznansky.
Didn't we have a conversation about Nick Stemmet recently?
I think Stemmet's tough. I just don't think he, I wouldn't consider that I wouldn't put it on the same level as a John Poznansky win, I guess, is what I was saying.
Okay. And Reese, to answer your question, I don't think so.
I think we did.
No, we did.
I think we definitely did. I think you guys were saying
Ryan talked about how he is like potentially around a 12, maybe low All-American type of guy, like could sneak in there at 197. But also, it doesn't surprise me that a guy like Gabe Sollers
tech-fault him,
smashed him. It doesn't. Gabe's good.
So Gabe Sollers.
Gabe was good last year too. Yeah,
he's for sure around a 12 All-American.
He's got some interesting match results this year.
But he's got you watch him wrestle and you're like, all right, this guy's gonna figure it out. He's right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. But dude, I still don't think he's got it figured out. I watched his finals match against Stout, and it's like you should be able to. You should be. Okay. Yeah, he's got some interesting losses. He's lost to Luke Cochran, Camden McDaniel, Zach Bronigal. Those are Bronigal's okay, and then lost to JT Davis from Lehigh. So Sollers, he's got plenty of time, but it's also the Big Ten dual season. So if you are going to need any time to figure it out quickly. So
he'll be just fine.
Yeah, Evan Bates. This one's kind of interesting. He lost to Dylan Bechtold in the quarters. But comes out the back and takes third, pins Stemmet for third. But Bechtold loses to sudden victory to Stemmet. I don't know. Kind of a weird switcheroo there. Because I was kind of thinking Bates would make the finals. He looked really good at CKLV. But yeah. And then lastly, Josh Heinzman's back at 285. He takes out Jacob Bullock in the finals. Pretty close match. Bullock beat Slavikuski in the semis. So another finalist for Indiana. Another good performance. Yeah, this bracket falls off kind of hard after those three guys, though. Yeah. So I am kind of curious because I felt like a lot of teams were participating at both of these two tournaments, but they weren't sending like their guys. Missouri sent a couple of backups or redshirt guys to the Soldier Salute. Illinois sent like a couple of guys, but none of their starters, I don't think, to Midlands. I know that Minnesota and maybe SDSU had like a sickness issue, and that was a reason or the given reason. But like, what is the deal with? Because Illinois didn't go to CKLV. I don't think they're going to Midlands, or they're not going to Scuffle. So what's their tournament this year? Are they not doing a big tournament? I don't know. It's weird to me.
Everyone has their own process now.
I guess. It kind of seems like. Do you think the coaches kind of take this holiday season as like a break and a little bit of a reset between tournament season, quote unquote, and dual season?
I don't know. That seems silly to me, but could be.
I don't know. It just feels like
I live in
a
different
lot of
world,
activity shuts down.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't get it, but I also live in a different world, so
yeah. I don't know. I don't know, because I want to see, and I think bare minimum you need to change how many tournaments are wrestling during this holiday time. You need to drop it from 3 to 2, maybe even 1. Like, imagine 1 tournament. You don't have a Scuffle. You don't have a Midlands. You just have Soldier Salute.
Life was fantastic when it was Midlands and Southern Scuffle, and they were both awesome. Life was perfect.
Well, because like Penn State would go to the Scuffle, Oklahoma State would go too. I'm pretty sure.
Iowa would go. Iowa, Wisconsin. Like, I mean,
Cornell.
It was just a different time. Missouri would either go to one or the other, and Virginia Tech would go to one or the other, and different times.
Now
dude.
it's just like small tournaments, some duels, CKLV, more tournaments and duels, dual season, conference season, NCAAs, and it's like, I don't know.
That's because these athletes these days, their motors don't go as long as some of the athletes from back in the day.
I don't get that.
I don't either.
It's our
I don't know
food
if it's a mentality
supply.
thing. I don't know if it's a mentality thing or what it is, but
It's the chemicals.
Yeah. Are the parents of today, are they babying their kids too much, Ryan?
the water is making the frogs gay.
That's right. Gay. Let's chew on that.
Where do you guys want to go next?
Let's pull up some clips of Alex Jones, baby.
No, thank you.
I want to talk about Monsanto.
No, Sammy, I don't know. I don't know why there's been a shift in number of matches competed, this generation compared to others. I don't know.
And
I mean, it's been
doing
slowly,
all these small tournaments.
It's been slowly happening over time, though, Sammy. Like, I mean, I've noticed it. I noticed it ever since I graduated high school and been in college wrestling. Like, you just see the number of matches. Like every year, the top guys are wrestling less and less and less.
I don't know. I mean, it really dropped off.
It's plateaued for sure.
It really dropped off after COVID, because like before that, the guys were still getting a lot of matches. I mean, you look at the brackets at NCAAs, and they're still getting like 40 matches.
Dude, it was before COVID. Like around 2014, 15, 16 was like guys were getting like upper 20s, lower 30s, maybe even mid 20s, upper 20s. And before that, dude, I mean, no one's ever going to touch Cale Sanderson's record.
Well, not now. But no, they were getting like 40 matches. Some guys were getting like 40 matches. Like the best guys. Look at the brackets at NCAAs like in 2019.
I'm going to look in 2014. We can divide and conquer.
All right, I'll go to 2019.
I'm going 2019.
Okay.
So you don't inflate any numbers, Reese.
Mine doesn't have records.
Where
what
did
is
you
this?
go, Reese? Or Sammy?
I don't know. The PDF.
It
Man,
used to be so easy to find these things. Now it's so hard.
used to be so easy, man. 2014 in Oklahoma City. Yeah, no records.
So
What about
2018. Come on, PDF. Where you at? Where's the PDF? This is embarrassing.
Sebastian Rivera, 30-2. Nick Piccinini, 34-2. Okay. Bresser, 26-4. Spencer Lee, 23-3. That was the most matches Spencer wrestled in one season, though.
What, 26?
Probably.
So yeah, I mean they were averaging like 30 to 35 matches.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yep, 23-3. The year before that, he went 22-2, and then 18-0, 12-0, 3-0, and then 20-1.
Ashnault, 32-0, but they're still not wrestling like
Not 40.
39 to 40 match. You know what I mean? I mean, look at Barry Davis, dude. Barry Davis is the most winningest Iowa wrestler of all time, and no one will ever touch his wins. No one.
What's he at?
It's like 100 and some. I don't know. It was something crazy. It's something so ridiculous. You're like, that's just not right. Barry cheated. Just kidding. Shout out Barry Davis. Please don't come find
Barry
me.
Davis college wrestling record 162-9.
Dude, no one's ever going to touch that.
I don't even know if I got 162 wins in high school.
160. Well, I mean, yeah, but that's totally different. 162-9. That's 171 matches total.
Wow.
That's crazy.
It took him 4 years to do that. I did it one summer.
I'm just saying, there are, no, who's gonna hit that? You know what I mean?
Nobody's. We're. Well, now that we have 5 years, Ryan, we can spread the matches out over more time.
Oh my goodness, they're killing NCAA sports. I know the
just
NCAA. I understand. No. They're killing it. They're killing the NCAA, dude. They're killing it. It's just gonna disappear. It just won't be the NCAA anymore. It'll be something else. They'll rebrand, or it's gonna be dead. The NCAA that we know and love, that we also know is probably really corrupt, it's gone. It's gone forever.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, and I'm sad about it. But maybe change is good.
Probably is good, because the NCAA that we know and love is, like I said, was probably pretty corrupt.
Nah, no way, right? Reese? No way, right?
He's not paying attention.
Listening to us.
No, he's been looking at old brackets. Look at
I was looking at those numbers, dude. Those are good numbers.
Yeah.
Did you not hear anything that we said, though, after that?
Maybe not. You never know.
Is anyone ever going to touch 162 wins in college, Reese?
No. Why? No. I mean, maybe now that there's 5. They can have 5 years or whatever. No, I heard you.
Yeah,
I heard
maybe.
you say that to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah. I don't know. It makes me a little sad.
But you got to average more than 30 matches, even if you got 5 seasons.
Yeah, that's tough.
It's true. I mean, this man Barry had been wrestling Tuesday and Thursday duels, and then tournaments on the Saturdays every week.
Yeah. Do you think he did it with arms wide open?
Well, I know one year he did it and he was making 118, which was death to him almost.
That's so small.
Death to him. I mean,
He's not
you guys know the story about him like
getting
quitting
chased,
the team and then
Yeah.
Gable finding him with the grocery cart, right? Like full of
Yeah.
groceries.
Yeah.
Amazing story.
Sounds like a nightmare.
For who?
Dude, you know how many matches Askren had? 161. It's pretty good.
That is good. But Ben has talked about that.
Ben
wrestled.
He inflated his
yes,
record.
but he wrestled. He would just go to every tournament he could. He wanted to wrestle every weekend, which I'm sure Barry's record is like that too.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's got multiple wins outside of the Division I category.
Hitting up those NAIAs.
In Iowa, dude, do you know how many schools up here have wrestling that are having tournaments? It's crazy. I'm sure it wasn't that much different whenever he was in college. Because, I mean, when Barry was in college, when our dad was in college, NAIA was huge. Huge.
I didn't know this.
When Dad was in college and Fort Hays State was NAIA, there was like over 100 and some odd schools with wrestling in the NAIA. Now they're coming back up to that number, but they fell off quite a bit.
That's crazy train, man.
You aren't interested at all.
No, I am. And like, I don't know. That'd be so different. Imagine if there were 100 D1 programs.
I try to imagine it.
Maybe one day or never.
That'd be awesome. Here's what I want. I want things to go back to 2013, 2014, 2015. I feel like that's when...
Where my country gone?
NCAA wrestling was at its peak, was those years.
That's true.
Ryan, where my country gone?
Hey.
Reese said that. I didn't say that.
I know. Where my country gone, Ryan?
I'm not worried about my country. I'm just worried about my sport.
My sport is my country.
It's a reflection.
All right. Sure.
I'm going to a tournament tomorrow.
Monsanto.
A youth tournament.
What tournament
All right, we
are
got
you going to tomorrow? Damn.
A youth tournament in southern Alabama. It's in Montgomery, so it's up north of here.
I thought Reese. I saw this look on Reese's face. I thought Reese was about to say, "Did you say Monsanto?"
No, Montgomery.
Montgomery.
Yep, gonna go up there. Coach my kids, and one of Katie's clients that she trains is gonna be up there wrestling too. So he's 7, and he doesn't like wrestling because he wants to play in the NFL.
Well, what position?
Well, I can tell you right now, he's at the lowest weight class in 7 and under, or 8 and under. He has to bump up when he wrestles 10 and under.
Well, he's small. He'll grow.
Maybe.
So?
Maybe.
You don't think so? You don't think a guy like David Taylor or Zahid Valencia, they could have probably, eventually got big enough to play football in the NFL?
Those are pretty freakish exceptions.
At the smallest weight class.
You have a child that's growing like a tree, so...
You also have...
pointing out that there are exceptions, Reese.
There are exceptions. That is true.
But I mean, but that's the thing is, you can have you can be like the Butlers, where you have Daniel, who's 170 pounds, and then you have Nate, who's 280, 260.
All of it. He is. What are you talking about? He was big.
I know, but why'd you say it? Why'd you say it like that?
Well, you switched it to 260. I thought you were going to stick with 280, and I was going to say all of it.
You said I said he's 260, and then you followed up with, and he's all of it.
Because I thought you
every
were
single pound on that body is him.
I really thought you were about to say. I really thought you were about to say 285, like heavyweight because that's the weight he wrestled in college, and I just already had all of it queued up in my head, and it came out. All right. And he was all of 285. He was big for a heavyweight.
Was he full 285? I thought he was skinnier than that.
I don't know. I mean, maybe not a full 285, but he was not a small heavyweight.
Dude, I saw Mr. Butler at the Leavenworth tournament, and he said Nathan's living in France right now.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Shout out Nathan.
Yeah, jealous.
Interesting.
He figured out like when he was a sophomore in high school that he was going to go to Stanford and get this awesome engineering degree. Like he already had it planned out when he was like 16 years old. I was like, those are some mighty high aspirations you have, Nathan. And he did it all.
You know what?
He freaking did it all.
You know what Daniel would say when we were at Perler practice around the same age?
I want to fly airplanes.
And younger. No, he said, Sam, there's some hot MILFs at this practice.
That's awesome.
We would tie up for a drill. We'd tie up for a drill. And he'd whisper in my ear and be like, Sam, there's some MILFs at this practice. And I'm just like, dude, we're with the same kids every week. You can't keep saying it every week.
Oh man,
dude, he did it for years. He did that. I don't know if it was a bit or if I don't know, but
no, that's Daniel. That's Daniel Butler.
Yeah. So that was childhood, man. All right, cool. You guys want to wrap it up and get out of here?
I think we did it.
Got any closing thoughts? Closing topics?
I have to pee.
Okay. Hey, if you're still here listening, I hope you have a great day. Thank you for listening. Do all the like, subscribe, and share. Too loud, Ryan. Too loud. All right. Thank you. Goodbye.